blasting me the smoke plug, so beat his mold. With your fighting vest or no, and they just cumber handbag, make you all in flus. But when you tear your heel, it's the way that you know my way goes. It sliced me the spreading, my bold lord. All in Deber have a dime, and they just cumber handbag, make you all in far. Keep her back be hauled gun now. It's the way that you know my way go.
Copper kettle sings a silver note, a draft catches the hem of your heavy coat. The window glass is thin and cold to touch. We never really needed all that much. Just the scent of pine and rain on the slate, watching the evening tilt and carry its weight. This book has traveled through a dozen moves. The paper's softened into well-worn grooves. Your thumb rests on the spine, a steady call, while the radiator sighs against the wall. The air is crisp, a sharp and sudden lace, but I find my summer in your quiet face. Outside the frost is hardening the garden soil. Inside the water reaches for a steady boil. We're wrapped in wool and the weight of what we know, held together while the mercury is low. While the mercury is low. The floorboards creak, a song I've learned by heart. Every loose nail playing its own small part. The clock on the mantle has a stubborn chime, marking out a slower kind of time. We're far from the rush and the noise of the street. With a flannel blanket draped across our feet. It wasn't always easy keeping out the wind. There were seasons when the insulation thinned, but the chill only makes the kitchen feel more real, solid as the oak and the tempered steel. Outside the frost is hardening the garden soil. Inside the water reaches for a steady boil. Wrapped in wool and the weight of what we know, held together while the mercury is low. While the mercury is low. 58 degrees by the pantry door. I don't want for anything anymore. Just the kettle and the winter and you. Just the winter and you. Keeping me copper kettle sings a silver note. A draft catches the hem of your heavy coat. The window glass is thin and cold to touch. We never really needed all that much, just the scent of pine and rain on the slate, watching the evening tilt and carry its weight. This book has traveled through a dozen moves. The paper's softened into well-worn grooves. Your thumb rests on the spine, a steady call, while the radiator sighs against the wall. The air is crisp, a sharp and sudden lace, but I find my summer in your quiet face. Outside the frost is hardening the garden soil. Inside the water reaches for a steady boil. Wrapped in wool and the weight of what we know, held together while the mercury is low, while the mercury is low. The floorboards creak, a song I've learned by heart. Every loose nail playing its own small part. The clock on the mantel has a stubborn chime, marking out a stubborn chime, marking out a slower kind of time. We're far from the rush and the noise of the street, with a flannel blanket draped across our feet. It wasn't always easy keeping out the wind. There were seasons when the insulation thinned, but the chill only makes the kitchen feel more real. Solid as the oak and the tempered steel. Outside the frost is hardening the garden soil. Inside the water reaches for a steady boil. We're wrapped in wool and the weight of what we know, held together while the mercury is low, while the mercury is low. 58 degrees by the pantry door. I don't want for anything anymore. Just the kettle and the winter and you. Just the winter and you. Hear the sigh when you're late. I'm enough to call the speedwolf thing. Every he got me, but some action hauling on it, weighing a love and leave. Breaking down the plunger to hurting me with the iron too blind. My God is darker, all getting it master, and the matrix a maid. Why lace a bayer? I'm never stay mine when the wet is my meat. I'll wave you luggage, all the lighter Dust is dancing in the morning light upon the pictures where we said goodnight. An old guitar leaning by the door remembers songs we don't sing anymore. Oh, the years go by like a summer breeze, rustling through the shadows of the willow trees. Heartstrings humming a familiar tune underneath the quiet country moon. The piano keys are faded at the edge, like the wildflowers on the garden hedge. Every note a ghost of how we felt, watching all the winter shadows melt. Oh, the years go by like a summer breeze, rustling through the shadows of the willow trees. Heartstrings humming a familiar tune underneath the quiet country moon. Time is a river, steady and wide, taking the memories for a ride. But the heart is a shore that remains the same, holding the echo of your name. Oh, the years go by like a summer breeze, rustling through the shadows of the willow trees. Heartstrings humming a familiar tune underneath, underneath the quiet country moon, underneath the quiet country moon. Just a quiet tune. Oh,
This party woman, I can sing on. Are all that love you the fame. Just bite her out though, where we tained her. Never on need for now. It's done, my captain, Sunday, and the helm I wake you day. Just party echoing in the byword, and all the Tatum, the by. And I love the mailer, keep illusion. I just ain't where you pie. It's done, my captain, Sunday, and the helm I wake you day.
The third plank from the door always gives you away. I know where you're standing at the end of the day. The air smells like iron and rain on the street. I'm waiting for you and the mud on your feet. But this stone heart this smooth, and it's still holding heat from the logs that we burn for our tired old feet. It's gray and it's heavy and it's anchored in place, like the look that I see on your worn out face, still holding heat. I scrubbed at the counter where your ring used to sit. There's a mark in the grain and I can't hide a bit. I'm kneeling down low where the ashes are cold, trying to keep what is left from turning to mold. 'Cause this stone heart this smooth, and it's still holding heat from the logs that we burn for our tired old feet. It's gray and it's heavy and it's anchored in place, like the look that I see on your worn out face, still holding heat. The stones are still warm, waiting out the storm. The storm still warm, waiting out the storm. The third plank from the door always gives you away. I know where you're standing at the end of the way. I know where you're standing at the end of the day. The air smells like iron and rain on the street. I'm waiting for you and the mud on your feet. But this stone heart that's smooth, and it's still holding heat from the logs that we burn for our tired old feet. It's gray and it's heavy and it's anchored in place, like the look that I see on your worn out face, still holding heat. I scrubbed at the counter where your ring used to sit. There's a mark in the grain, and I can't hide a bit. I'm kneeling down low where the ashes are cold, trying to keep what is left from turning to mold. 'Cause this stone heart that's smooth, and it's still holding heat from the logs that we burn for our tired old feet. It's gray and it's heavy and it's anchored in place, like the look that I see on your worn out face, still holding heat. The stones are still warm, waiting out the storm. The stones are still warm, still storm. The basket's heavy on my hip. I pull the wooden pins away. The cotton's stiff and smells like clover. I'm bringing in the best of the day. Your work shirt has a frayed label. I feel the pulse inside the wrist. The fabric's thin and worn to gray from every time that we have kissed. These sun-warm sheets across our bed, they hold the light inside the thread. I'll fold the corners neat and tight, and keep the afternoon all through the night. The back door latch makes a sharp click. It's a sound I'd know with eyes shut fast. I hear the kettle start to hum, the kind of peace I hope will last. I smooth the wrinkles with my palm, the way I've done 1,000 times. There is a rhythm to this house that doesn't need a lot of rhymes. These sun-warm sheets across our bed, they hold the light inside the thread. I'll fold the corners neat and tight, and keep the afternoon all through the night. The air gets heavy before the rain, that mineral sand across the yard. The sky turns the color of a bruise, and loving you isn't very hard. No, it isn't hard. These sun-warm sheets across our bed, thread. I'll fold the corners neat and tight, and keep the afternoon all through the night. Just the scent of the day on the pillows where we lay, all through the night, all through the night. Basket's heavy on my hip. I pull the wooden pins away. The cotton's stiff and smells like clover. I'm bringing in the best of the day. Your work shirt has a frayed label. I feel the pulse inside the wrist. The fabric's thin and worn to gray from every time that we have kissed. These sun-warmed sheets across our bed, they hold the light inside the thread. I'll fold the corners neat and tight, so neat and tight, and keep the afternoon all through the night. The back door latch makes a sharp click. It's a sound I'd know with eyes shut fast. I hear the kettle start to hum, the kind of peace I hope will last. I smooth the wrinkles with my palm, I smooth the wrinkles with my palm, the way I've done 1,000 times. There is a rhythm to this house that doesn't need a lot of rhymes. These sun-warmed sheets across our bed, they hold the light inside the thread. I'll fold the corners neat and tight, so neat and tight, and keep the afternoon all through the night. The air gets heavy before the rain, that mineral scent across the yard. The sky turns the color of bruise, and loving you isn't very hard. No, it isn't hard. These sun-warmed sheets across our bed, they hold the light inside the thread. I'll fold the corners neat and tight, so neat and tight, and keep the afternoon all through the night. Just the sandals where we lay all through the night. The sun cuts a jagged line across the rug. I reach for the nylon cord and give a tug. There's a fray in the braid where your thumb wore it thin. I pull once, then twice to let the day begin. The slats rattle soft against the heavy frame, a sound that still knows how to speak your name. It's the tension in the line, the specific way the light falls on the pine. I don't look for you walking through the hall, I just watch the dark stripes climb the wall. Tied to a habit I can't quite break, giving more than I'm ready to take. The brass latch is stubborn and stays cold. It fights against the salt and the green mold. I remember the trick of your heavy wrist, a certain pressure, a sudden little twist. Now the air stays thick and the glass stays shut, a jagged scar from a deep clean cut. It's the tension in the light, the specific way the light falls on the pine. I don't look for you walking through the hall, I just watch the dark stripes climb the wall. Tied to a habit I can't quite break, giving more than I'm ready to take. Time doesn't heal, it just wears things down, like the finish on the floor where you turned around. The wood is pale where the rug used to sit, a map of a life and the holes in it. It's the tension in the light, the specific way the light falls on the pine. I don't look for you walking through the hall, I just watch the dark stripes climb the wall. Tied to a habit I can't quite break, giving more than I'm ready to take. Just a pull and a click in the gray of a light, holding the line, holding the line. The sun cuts a jagged line across the rug. I reach for the nylon cord and give a tug. There's a fray in the braid where your thumb wore it thin. I pull once then twice to let the day begin. The slide idle soft against the heavy frame, a sound that still knows how to speak your name. It's the tension in the light, the specific way the light falls on the pine. Don't look for you walking through the hall, I just watch the dark stripes climb the wall. Tied to a habit I can't quite break, giving more than I'm ready to take. The brass latch is stubborn and stays cold, it fights against the salt and the green mold. I remember the trick of your heavy wrist, a certain pressure, a sudden little twist. Now the air stays thick and the glass stays shut, a jagged scar from a deep clean cut. It's the tension in the light, the specific way the light falls on the pine. Don't look for you walking through the hall, I just watch the dark stripes climb the wall. Tied to a habit I can't quite break, giving more than I'm ready to take. Time doesn't heal, it just wears things down, like the finish on the floor where you turned around. The wood is pale where the rug used to sit, a map of a life and the holes in it. It's the tension in the light, the specific way the light falls on the pine. Don't look for you walking through the hall, I just watch the dark stripes climb the wall. Tied to a habit I can't quite break, giving more than I'm ready to take. Just a pull and a click in the gray of the light, holding the line, holding the line. Slaps against the frame, the kitchen table has a dark wood stain. Dug in deep with a pocket knife, trying to carve out a better life, trying to carve out a better life. Pine board grain and iron rust, feet are kicking up the heavy dust. Feel the dent where the hammer fell. Everyone has a truth to tell, truth to tell. Follow the path through the bending rye where the clover reaches for the sky. Heels are heavy on the packed down dirt, washing off the years of work, years of work. My boots remember where to go, down where the wild onions grow. The sun is sinking, bruised and red, tucking all the cattle into bed. Tall grass pulls at my denim blue, just like I am pulling back to you. The specific slant of evening heat, staining everything it starts to meet. Locusts scream in the walnut tree, begging for a little piece of me, piece of me. Follow the path through the bending rye where the clover reaches for the sky. Heels are heavy on the packed down dirt, washing off the years of work, years of work. My boots remember where to go, down where the wild onions grow. I tried to run, I tried to hide, kept the engine burning hot inside. But the earth is hard and the truth is plain, you can't outrun the falling rain. I'm coming home to the limestone creek with a heavy heart and a muddy cheek. In the tall grass, in the tall grass. I'm home at last. The screen door slaps against the frame. The kitchen table has a dark wood stain. Dug in deep with a pocket knife, trying to carve out a better life. Pine board grain and iron rust, feet are kicking up the heavy dust. Feel the dent where the hammer fell. Everyone has a truth to tell, truth to tell. Follow the path through the bending rye where the clover reaches for the sky. Heels are heavy on the packed down dirt, washing off the years of work, years of work. My boots remember where to go, down where the wild onions grow. The sun is sinking, bruised and red, tucking all the cattle into bed. Tall grass pulls at my denim blue, just like I am pulling back to you. The specific slant of evening heat, staining everything it starts to meet. Locusts scream in the walnut tree, begging for a little piece of me, piece of me, piece of me. Follow the path through the bending rye where the clover reaches for the sky. Heels are heavy on the packed down dirt, washing off the years of work, years of work. My boots remember where to go, down where the wild onions grow. I tried to run, I tried to hide, kept the engine burning hot inside. But the earth is hard and the truth is plain, you can't outrun the falling rain. I'm coming home to the limestone creek with a heavy heart and a muddy cheek. Follow the path through the bending rye where the clover reaches for the sky. Heels are heavy on the packed down dirt, washing off the years of work, years of work. My boots remember where to go, down where the wild onions grow. in the tall grass. Ooh, I'm home at last. The iron latch has a rhythmic sort of bite, pulling it back to let the morning inside. You're at the fence where wood turns gray, cold well water at the start of the day. It's got a mineral shard while the morning starts to roll. Your glasses are sitting on a halfway page, holding down words like a paperweight. You didn't finish the chapter, but you're here in the quiet, in the turn of the year. That work shirt is thinning at the shoulder seam. I see the weave where cotton's pulling clean, smells like the rain and cedar in the shed, better than the things the catalog said. Trading the fast for a slow, steady hand, taking what we need from this pie in the blue. I don't need a thing when I'm looking at you. Your glasses are sitting on a halfway page, holding down words like a paperweight. You didn't finish the chapter, but you're here in the quiet, in the turn of the year. We don't need the noise, just the quiet. We don't need the race, just this place. The world is moving fast outside the gate, we can let the heavy lifting wait. Your glasses are sitting on a halfway page, holding down words like a paperweight. You didn't finish the chapter, but you're here in the quiet, in the turn of the year. Just leave them there. On the page. The iron latch has a rhythmic sort of bite, pulling it back to let the morning inside. You're at the fence. You're at the fence where wood turns gray, cold well water at the start of the day. It's got a mineral shine to soul, filling the glass while the morning starts to roll. Your glasses are sitting on a halfway page, holding down words like a paperweight. You didn't finish the chapter, but you're here in the quiet, in the turn of the year. That work shirt is thinning at the shoulder seam. I see the weave where cotton's pulling clean, smells like the rain and cedar in the shed, better than the things the catalog said. Trading the fast for a slow, steady hand, taking what we need from this watch the hawk circle high in the blue. I don't need a thing when I'm looking at you. Your glasses are sitting on a halfway page, holding down words like a paperweight. You didn't finish the chapter, but you're here the race. Just this place. The world is moving fast outside the gate, but we can let the heavy lift and wait. Your glasses are sitting on a halfway page, holding down words like a paperweight. You didn't finish the chapter, but you're here in the quiet, in the turn of the year. Halfway page. Just leave them there. Halfway page. Just where they are on the page. The iron chain has rusted through, biting deep into the cedar beam. You sat here with your palms open, while the July air turned thick and green. Thick and green, thick and green. Back and forth the wood groans, back and forth we are home. I hear you in the cicada song, a low sound like water over stone. We let the silence do the heavy work, small wings beating against the screen, beating soft against the screen. Back and forth the wood groans, back and forth we are home. The paint is peeling in long strips, pale as the salt on your skin. I still feel the ghost of your weight, shifting the balance of the weathered pine. Shifting slow, shifting slow. The wind moves the empty sea, one side higher than the other. Just the iron and the wind. Just the iron, just the iron and the wind. The iron chain has rusted through, biting deep into the cedar beam. You sat here with your palms open, while the July air turned thick and green. Thick, thick, thick and green. Back and forth the wood groans, back and forth we are home. I hear you in the cicada song, a low sound like water over stone. soft against the screen. Back and forth the wood groans. Back and forth we are home. The paint is peeling in long strips, pale as the salt on your skin. I still feel the ghost of your weight, shifting the balance of the weathered pie, shifting slow. The wind moves the empty seat, one side higher than the other, just the iron and the wind, just the iron, just the iron and the wind. The brass latch catches with a silver sound. The window frame is swollen from the July heat. There is a faded ring where your glass once sat, a pale halo on the timber, narrow and neat. I am watching hinds where the paint begins to peel. The house is holding on to its breath, waiting for something it can finally breath, waiting for something it can finally feel. It is the mineral scent of a coming storm, the way the dust turns dark along lane. The air gets heavy like a wool blanket, praying for the mercy of the rain. It is the iron and the slate and the wind, a sharp taste of salt and stone. The sky is turning, how to be alone. I found your gardening gloves in the shed, stiff with the mud of a season passed away. The drought has been hard on the marigolds, they are bowing their heads in a prayer for gray. I remember how we stood on this deck, watching the lightning dance across the ridge. Now the distance between who we were is a long walk over a narrow bridge. It is the mineral scent of a coming storm, the way the dust turns dark along lane. The air gets heavy like a wool blanket, praying for the mercy of the rain. It is the iron and the slate and the wind, a sharp taste of salt and stone. The sky is turning, how to be alone. There is no use in fighting the clouds or the way the barometer begins to fall. Sometimes the cooling is a Kevlar all. Finest change of all. It is the mineral scent of a coming storm, the way the dust turns dark along lane. The air gets heavy like a wool blanket, praying for the mercy of the rain. It is the iron and the slate and the wind, a sharp taste of salt and stone. The sky is turning, how to be alone. The first drop hits the dusty glass. The brass latch catches with a silver sound. The window frame is swollen from the July heat. There is a faded ring where your glass once sat, a pale halo on the timber, narrow and neat. I am watching how the porch screen sags. tracing lines where the paint begins to peel. The house is holding on to its breath, waiting for something it can finally feel. It is the mineral sand of a coming storm, the way the dust turns dark along the lane. The air gets heavy like a wool blanket, praying for the mercy of the rain. It is the iron and the slate in the wind, a sharp taste of salt and stone. The sky is turning the color of bruise, and I am learning how to be alone. I found your gardening gloves in the shed, stiff with the mud of a season passed away. The drought has been hard on the marigolds, they are bowing their heads in a prayer for gray. I remember how we stood on this deck, watching the lightning dance across the ridge. Across the ridge, now the distance between who we were is a long walk over a narrow bridge. It is the mineral sand of a coming storm, the way the dust turns dark along the lane. The air gets heavy like a wool blanket, praying for the mercy of the rains. The iron and the slate in the wind, a sharp taste of salt and stone. The sky is turning the color of bruise, and I am learning how to be alone. There is no use in fighting the clouds or the way the barometer begins to fall. Sometimes the cooling is a quiet gift, the kindest change of them all. The first drop hits the dusty glass, the latch is closed against the wind, where the dry spell finally ends. The brass latch has specific friction in the frame, a metal certainty I have come to name as the definitive end of the external afternoon. The sky is bruised with a mineral scent coming soon, that heavy temperature rising from the garden slate, while the humidity makes the floorboards oscillate. I watch the storm settle its weight upon the fence, analyzing the logic of this domestic defense. It is not just a house but a series of known sounds, the way the wind pushes the heat across the grounds. And I am measuring the distance of the thunderheads by how much gravity is pulling us into our beds. And it is the steady inhale that keeps the clock, a rhythmic anchor when the world begins to rock. The rise and the fall of your shoulder in the dark. No grand proclamations or desperate metaphors, just the oxygen moving behind these closed doors. The oxygen move behind these closed doors. Your favorite shirt is a fraying cotton poly blend, thinned at the elbows where the fibers start to bend. It smells of laundry soap and the salt of your skin, a physical ledger of everywhere that you have been. I trace the topography of the faded checkered lines where the fabric softens and the history aligns. We do not discuss the structural integrity of us, we just operate within the quiet lack of fuss. Moving through the hallway with a practiced grace, finding the comfort in the geometry of this space. The storm finally breaks against the window pane, while I count the frequency of the falling rain. And it is the steady inhale that keeps the clock, a rhythmic anchor when the world begins to rock. The rise and the fall of your shoulder in the dark. No grand proclamations or desperate metaphors, just the oxygen moving behind these closed doors. The oxygen move behind these closed doors. They say that intimacy is a volatile thing to hold, but I find it in the way the heavy quilts unfold, and the lack of an over of familiar paper page. It is a quiet infrastructure built of tiny tasks, and the honest answers to the questions no one asks. It's the quiet space. And it is the steady inhale that keeps the clock, a rhythmic anchor when the world begins to rock. The rise and the shoulder in the dark. No grand proclamations or desperate metaphors, just the oxygen moving behind these closed doors. The oxygen move behind these closed doors. The storm is outside, the latch is secure. The brass latch had specific friction in the frame, a metal-on-metal certainty I have come to name as the definitive end of the external afternoon. The sky is bruised with a mineral scent coming soon. That heavy picture rising from the garden slate, while the humidity makes the floorboards oscillate. I watch the storm settle its weight upon the fence, analyzing the logic of this domestic defense. It is not just a house, but a series of known sounds, the way the wind pushes the heat across the grounds. And I am measuring the distance of the thunderheads by how much gravity is pulling us into our beds. And it is the steady inhale that keeps the clock, a rhythmic anchor when the world begins to rock. The rise and the fall of your shoulder in the dark is the only geometry that hits the center mark. No grand proclamations or desperate metaphors, just the oxygen moving behind these closed doors. Your favorite shirt is a fraying cotton poly blend, thinned at the elbows where the fibers start to bend. It smells of laundry soap and the salt of your skin, a physical ledger of everywhere that you have been. I trace the Torah coffee of the faded checkered lines where the fabric softens and the history aligns. We do not discuss the structural integrity of us, we just operate within the quiet lack of fuss. Moving through the hallway with a practiced grace, finding the comfort in the geometry of this space. The storm finally breaks against the window pane while I count the frequency of the fallen rain. And it is the steady inhale that keeps the clock, a rhythmic anchor when the world begins to rock. The rise and the fall of your shoulder in the dark is the only geometry that hits the center mark. No grand proclamations or desperate metaphors, just the oxygen moving behind these closed doors. They say that intimacy is a volatile thing to hold, but I find it in the way the heavy quilts unfold. In the lack of an audience and the lack of a stage, it is a quiet and structure, build a tiny task, and the honest answers to the questions no one asks. It's the steady pace, it's the quiet space. And it is the steady inhale that keeps the clock, a rhythmic anchor when the world begins to rock. The rise and the fall of your shoulder in the dark is the only geometry that hits the center mark. No grand proclamations or desperate metaphors, just the oxygen moving behind these closed doors. The storm is outside, the latch is secure, the rhythm is pure, the steady inhale, enough. Found it hanging on the kitchen chair. The sleeve is frayed where you used to lean. It carries wood smoke and the winter air. It carries wood smoke and the winter air. And every place that we have ever been, I press the fabric close against my face just to find a little bit of grace. You're in the threads and the silver snap, the way you hold me when the world goes black. It's more than card and a cotton neck and a faded blue. It's the scent of home and the heart of you, and the heart of you. Scent of home and the heart of you. Remember how the river tried to rise. We piled the sandbags in the pouring rise. We piled the sandbags in the pouring rain. You wore this shirt beneath the heavy skies. You wore this shirt beneath the heavy skies until the sun broke through the clouds again. It's seen the hard years and the easy days and kept the cold at a steady pace. You're in the threads and the silver snap, the way you hold me when the world goes black. It's more than card and a cotton neck and a faded blue. It's the scent of home and the heart of you. It's the scent of home and the heart of you. Time can try to wash the colors thin. It can't surround me like a holy vow. I'm never letting go of us right now, never letting go. You're in the threads and the silver snap, the way you hold me when the world goes black. It's more than cotton and a cottonette and a faded blue. It's the scent of home and the heart of you. Yeah, you're in the threads and the silver snap, the way you hold me when the world goes black. It's more than cotton and a faded blue. It's the scent of home and the heart of you, just the heart of you. The scent of home, right here where I belong, in these old threads. Found it hanging on the kitchen chair. The sleeve is frayed where you used to lean. It carries wood smoke and the winter air. It carries wood smoke and the winter air. In every place that we have ever been, I press the fabric close against my face just to find a little bit of grace. You're in the threads and the silver snap, the way you hold me when the world goes black. It's more than cotton and a faded blue. It's the scent of home and the heart of you. Remember how the river tried to rise? We piled the sandbags in the pouring rain. You wore the shirt beneath the heavy skies. You wore the shirt beneath the heavy skies until the sun broke through the clouds again. It's seen the hard years and the easy days and kept the cold at a steady pace. You're in the threads and the silver snap, the way you hold me when the world goes black. It's more than cotton and a faded blue. It's the scent of home and the heart of you. Time can try to wash the colors thin. It can't take the warmth that's settled in. I'll wrap it around me like a holy vow. I'm never letting go of us right now. Never letting go. You're in the threads and the silver snap, the way you hold me when the world goes black. It's more than cotton and a faded blue. It's the scent of home and the heart of you. Yeah, you're in the threads and the silver snap, the way you hold me when the world goes black. It's more than cotton and a faded blue. It's the scent of home and the heart of you, just the heart of you. Right here where I belong, in these old threads.
Ooh.